Following through is the hardest part of weight loss. You can learn the rest, I promise. You can learn exactly how it all works physically. But if you aren't doing what you know you should be doing for yourself, you're not going to get the results you desire. And so I'm going to be walking you through a 5-part series here of the 5 steps I help my clients, teach my clients, assist them in practicing so that they learn how to consistently follow through. And so let's talk about the first one today. The first step is planning. Planning allows us to use part of our brain called the prefrontal cortex. Now, you don't really need to know that, but basically it's the part of our brain that reasons and can think about consequences and our future. When you're working towards a goal, planning is essential. I mean, think about the goal of building a house. You need a blueprint to figure out what materials you need, what you're going to have to do first. It also sets you up by preparing you for the decisions you're going to be making in the future and help you think through those decisions so you make the ones you want to make for your goal. So let's apply this to weight loss. Let's say your goal is to lose 50 pounds. So what you're eating now has to change. Because right now you're 50 pounds heavier than what you want to be. So that means you're going to have to change what you eat. But the really cool thing is you don't even really need to change it all that drastically. Because at first you only need to lose 1 pound. Okay? So you plan your food and ask yourself this question. If I want to lose 1 pound, what small change can I make to set myself up to do this? Then you plan that out. You prepare for that. You prepare for the obstacles that might come up to follow through on that. So you can set yourself up for success. This might mean, let's just take for example, that you eat a bowl of ice cream every night after the kids go to bed. Well, to lose that next pound, maybe you don't need to cut it out just yet. Like, what if you had a smaller portion? What if you had a protein shake rather than the ice cream you normally had? Then you make sure that you have everything you need to set it up. Like, okay, I'm going to have the bowl out and ready before the kids even go to bed. The smaller bowl that I want to be using, right? Or I'm going to have all the ingredients I need to make that shake. Okay? Planning is so powerful to follow through to get to your goals. Plus, you're making a decision ahead of time of what you're going to eat after the kids go to bed. It's going to help you then follow through on that decision. Now, it's not the only step to follow through, and it's not a fail-proof plan. Like, to plan isn't fail-proof. How about that? So you're going to need the other steps. So make sure you're coming back and getting these other steps to follow through. But I want you to think about this. I want to remind you that God plans. And we're made in God's image. So of course, it would make sense why we want to plan too. And God actually encourages this. But what he asks is that we plan with him. And the way I think about this is I want to plan with love. Because God is love. And so that would mean I'm planning with God, right? Love doesn't look like punishment. Okay? Which is often what I see my clients and what some of you do when you plan with their first plans. They take out everything unhealthy because they think they're so fat and they don't deserve it, and otherwise this is never going to work. But what does that do? It just swings the pendulum in the other direction. So you're going from one extreme to another. And guess what a pendulum does? It goes back and forth. So maybe you do that a couple nights and then all of a sudden you're just eating everything you didn't plan. So ladies, I encourage you to start planning today, but plan to just lose that next pound, just one. And make that plan with love, not punishment. So, like I said, this is a series. Follow through really is the hardest part of weight loss. This is what I coach on, day in and day out. Because I can give them the formula to lose weight, but if they don't follow through on it, it's pointless. There's this quote by Guy Kawasaki, and he says, ideas are easy, implementation is hard. And I really want to help you make the implementation easier. So keep coming back. And I want to walk you through what it looks like to practice this follow through and get better at it. But I also want to alert you, if you're not on my email list, you need to sign up, because that's where I alert everyone to upcoming trainings and bonuses. Like next week, I'm having a training. The only 3 things you need to lose weight and keep it off. My business partner, Rachel, and I will be simplifying weight loss and helping you really succeed and get to those goals that you want. But you need to get on the email list to get the training. So if you want to be on, like if you want that training, sign up. You can go to amandakelder.com. I'll have the link below in the comments. And on the main page, on my homepage, it says lose your next pound. And you can enter your name and your email address there to get on the list. All right, ladies, until next week, many, many blessings, and start planning.